mother, she would travel back and
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter.
Here we go.
So it's Miami now. Harden surveying the D. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Out to the wing. Pass to James. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
And that one good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Back to James. And stolen by Barrett. To the middle. Here's Garnett. And that one is stuffed right through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Left side Irving. Pass to Yao. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Miami making a switch here. So he gets them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's the pick. Tipped. And stolen by Irving. To the inside. Pass to Garnett. Over Beasley. Garnett no good. Here's Beasley. Good work there as it goes. James with a steal. Outside, Williams to the paint.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Yao. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops. .144 left in the first quarter.
Here's Irving. Some solid defense from Williams.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to James. There's a screen. Down low.
And LeBron James will outsmart you. He will open up things for other teammates with the pick and roll.
Here's Yao to stop the run. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on LeBron James. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Miami?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score often.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Miami shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Miami leading by 8. Williams with it. Here's Bradley. Pass to James. And that's out of bounds. Miami will... From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Tonight, we'll see Miami as they play against Detroit. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pokashevsky. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get one of two. Now here's Harden. Pass to James. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams. Blocked. To the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. And here's the fast break. Here's Wallace. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Miami. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. It's both from the stripe.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Fires for three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Williams from long range. Thompson pulls it in. Beasley outside. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside, Williams. No good. Unable to win this run. And it's Miami's ball. Harden's got space. A good-looking shot from the wing.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Driving inside. 2 points. That one goes.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
The kick out to Williams. Knocked loose. James with a steal.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Hield. Second chance shot. Williams up top. Clock is at 3. Over James. And again, no good by Detroit. And it's Miami's ball. Big time run continues here. 16-0. Shutting it down.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both shots good from the strike. 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Castle. Here's Brand. Pass to Castle. That'll count. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard.
Gotta raise that
Miami
PA
out in
volume.
front, up by 15.
And you're shite.
Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
To the paint. Here's Brand. Just 5 on the clock. Williams misses. Detroit trails by 15. Green for 3. And he buries his first look.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Halliburton with the ball. And that's going to be a travel.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
With the teardrop. They get it again. Pass to Tatum. Williams from long range. Back to Tatum. A deep 3. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
Halliburton looking over the floor. To the right side. Now here's Wallace. Still without a bucket. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Hardaway. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Halliburton. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Yeah, silky smooth with the mid-range, Jay. Halliburton practices these types of shots all the time.
Here's Williams. Driving to the basket. And he converts the layup. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Hey.
And Detroit making a change here. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Pass to Williams. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And here is Thompson. On the take. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Williams misses. Detroit trails by 13. Thompson with a steal. And here they come. Got a piece of it. Williams from long range. Rebound Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. Harden with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And he's going for the lob. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
And here's Wallace. Shot from 16. Counted.
Well, that's a high skill level shot that's difficult to contest. The turnaround was the right move there.
Williams with the screen. Harden drives in. Here's Beasley. Harden with a bucket. Harden's got 6.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Detroit trails by 15. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And
Look at
blocked
it in
with
there.
his palm. What a defensive play. There's a screen. Harden from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. 9 points in the game.
And we know Harden possesses endless range, letting it all hang out right there.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And so it's Miami with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And stolen by Williams. Fires the 3. Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
There's a screen. Out to Beasley. Hits a three-pointer. And Miami leads by 19.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. So it's Miami now. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much...
They're just giving me gold glitch cards now. Oh my God, the lighter.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well.
Here we go.
So it's Miami now. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
They get it back. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. And so Thompson will bring it up for Miami. James, left side. Back to Beasley. James deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Beasley outside. Over connect. The Bronx grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Portis outside. It's stolen by James. Drives to the hoop. Another shot. Out to Thompson. Beasley for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here we go. Here's the floater. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, Kaminsky with a steal. Wall with it. Harden picks him up. Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Connect. 4 on the clock. Down low. Here's Kaminsky. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
That one goes. Count it. Beasley's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to James. Back to Beasley. To the inside. James, that's good.
And you are at the mercy of LeBron James. Once he gets that kind of positioning, nice finish.
The Bronx trails by 7. Here's Connect. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Oh, come in.
That's all it took.
and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well.
Here we go.
So it's Miami now. Here's Beasley. Basket's good.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Jordan misses. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Harden.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Thompson for three. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Now, Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
Inside. Robinson with a steal. Out to the right wing. From deep, Jordan nails it from three.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
To the middle. Here's Beasley. And he jams it home with authority.
In the balcony.
And it's Houston's ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Jordan. To the paint. Here's Duncan. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a slam dunk from the big fundamental. You don't want to get in the way when he's throwing it down.
Harden fires away from outside. Weber pulls it in.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Jordan misses. Back to James. Fires from 14. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Gets the three ball to go.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense, and he's out on the perimeter. He drains the triple.
To the right side. The shot from 20 feet out. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Jordan's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beasley. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's rejected.
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. The shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
That one a little long. So it's Miami now. And he's going for the lob.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. To the wing on the left. Beasley outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Here's Duncan. Fader on the way. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And this game is tied up now.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And Houston has possession. Booker for three. The shot misses. And stolen by Booker. From the arc. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Miami out in front, Up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
16.
Yummy.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Miami?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
To the inside. Here's undaZe. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Miami leading by 3. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
It's incredible. Harden's ability to read the floor and find the weakness.
Screen by undaZe. Rebound Miami. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside, Williams. Here's Bradley. No points so far. Clock at 4. Leonard pulls down the board.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Here's Tatum. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. They set the pick. Throws it up high. There's the steal. Here we go. Here's Leonard. Back to undaZe. Here's Ginobili. The offensive rebound. Out to Leonard. Goes up again. And he drops that one in.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Outside, Williams. And again, no good by Miami.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And it's Miami's ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game. 1:43 left in the half. And oh, it's Time Lord. Look out.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Houston trails by 4. Pass to Wall. Here's Garnett. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Garnett's got his first 2 points.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Brand knocks down the triple. And Miami leads by 5.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the jam.
They like to use Giannis in the pick and roll situations. He's getting better and better at understanding how to set the screens. With a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Left side, Williams. Here's Brand. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Back to Wall. Rebound Miami.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little
Wake
too
up, my
flashy
boy.
there, and that's unfortunate.
Athletic finish by Castle, getting up to meet the lob and throwing it down.
1 second left. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Garnett's got 4 points in the quarter. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Miami out in front, up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Booker on the take. Here's Duncan. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
His defender flying by him after that pump fake.
No hesitation on his move to the rim right there. Beasley outside. Going inside, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Back to Booker. Leans from outside. Yep, that one's good.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on the quick pick and roll. With his size and speed, he can be very dangerous in these sets.
On the wing, Thompson. Out to Beasley. 20 feet out. It's hauled in by Houston.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Jordan misses. Miami leading by 3. Down low. 90 seconds into the second half now. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Here's James. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And Miami leads by 5.
Going to work now from the mid-range. LeBron's going to take whatever the defense gives him.
Here's Booker. Pass to Duncan. Over Beasley. A nice shot by Duncan. Duncan's got 8. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Thompson outside. To the middle. Here's Williams. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jordan inside. Out to the right wing. And there's the screen. Here's Thomas for 3. Rebound Miami.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Malone. Jordan with it. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Boozer grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for Miami. Leading by 5. Here's Thompson. He takes it in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 5. Williams grabs the board. Williams in the post. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
There's 21 seconds left in the third.
First personal foul. First team foul.
15 seconds left in the third. Pass to Boozer. Castle for 3. The shot that time not on target. And we've reached the end of the third. Miami out in front, up by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
30 seconds.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And here's Beasley. Inside. Here's Bradley. Tries again. Banked it in off the glass.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
To the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Bradley sets a screen. Out to Beasley. Gets the 3 to fall. And Miami leads by 9.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Leonard for 3. Up top, Robinson. Pass to Duncan. Shot clock at 5. Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. Leonard, a threat from deep.
Why typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Allie, thank you.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
I mean, they played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Here's James. On the wing, Harden. Here's Castle. Up top, Beasley. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Duncan. Pass to Weber with his first shot attempt. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Now just a 4-point Miami lead. They set a pick. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And a two-handed jam.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
Pass to Duncan. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's James. Up again. Here's Castle. Beasley, left side. And there's James from the arc. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Miami making a switch here. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Jordan goes in. Money.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. For three, Booker. It falls. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Thompson outside. There's a screen. Drives to the hoop. Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, he nails it. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here.
Here's Booker. Yes!
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
David Robinson. First personal foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for the away team, LeBron James. Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game. Timeout called, Houston. They're down by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Booker with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Tatum.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth. Sinks the tray. Here's Brand. And so Miami takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Yeah, I will.
Mid.